Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with Diggity, and this is, yes, none other than the Korean Air OSL Grand Finals. Flash versus Effort. This is game one, and this is going to be. Look at that plane. Yes, they have taken the show on the road, and they are actually doing the finals in the hangar at the Korean Air.
Space.
From space, exactly. They've gone to space. Very close though.
Dang.
No, the Korean Air headquarters hangar in Gimpo is where they're doing it, and they have packed thousands of people into this huge epic hangar for a huge epic OSL finals. This is going to be absolutely fat.
Yay. I honestly have not been following the OSL much, but I'm extremely excited to see Flash go up against Effort, and I've been waiting for Effort to take the championship ever since I saw him at BlizzCon last year, where watching him play, he was so smooth. It was ridiculous. He would just kind of flick his wrist and you'd see 14 things happen on screen. You're like, what? It was like there's a brain disconnect. It was as though he was telepathically linked into the game and just giving it brain commands just directly. And even then, it was like, how is he thinking about this that much, that quickly? So it should be an epic-worthy match, yes, to go into the history books. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, I remember that too. That was absolutely insane. People were marveling. The entire crowd was marveling at how freaking fast his screen was moving, because they had his FP screen, his first-person screen, above his booth the entire time, and it was ridiculous. Flash, however, also, of course, ridiculous. And yeah, it is good to see Effort, kind of in good form lately. He was in a slump for a while. Obviously, he took BlizzCon, but he wasn't really performing that well in most of the leagues. But lately, he has really, really broken out. And, well, obviously, he's gotten to the OSL Grand Finals. And I have to admit that I have been put in my place a little bit here. I did not expect Effort to get this far because of his slump, and just because, in general, I was like, well, he never gets that far. So he has proven me wrong and beaten some very tough players to get here, especially beating Cal to get here. Not an easy feat at all. It looks like we're going to get started, so just in case we need to sync letter, I can't see the countdown. I don't have my sound on, so never mind. But it's about 0 now. There we go. And I was going to count down
Versus.
so I had a reference. Oh, man. Anyway, let's get this party started. This is Flash versus Effort. Flash is going to be in the top right-hand corner, the white Terran player. Effort is going to be the red Zerg player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. And the first map of the match is going to be match point. The first, and if it comes to it, last map. This is a best of 5, so they will play to at least 3 games. And if the player has not won 3 games, they will keep playing until someone has won 3 games in order to claim that championship. And this is, by the way, there is so much on the line here as well. I mean, Effort, like you were saying, he hasn't had an individual championship, so this is his chance to break out. But to flip it back around, Flash, he's had his individual championships, but he has some stuff on the line here too, because if he wins this series, he will be a Golden Mouse winner. He has won 2 OSLs. He will be, I believe, the 4th person after Nada, July Zerg, and Jaedong to achieve the Golden Mouse if he wins this series. And it's gonna be crazy.
And on top of that, he also has the opportunity to be a dual MSL and OSL champion. Flash is going to be playing, I believe, Jaedong. Hopefully that doesn't make me sound like an idiot. It's like, Calm actually won that series when he did something along those lines, because I haven't actually got a chance to watch those games yet. Flash just sealing his front door. I also feel like it's significant that this is the first and ending map, and I feel like that's going to put a lot more pressure on Effort, just because this is a slightly Terran-favored map, but I think it's especially advantageous for Flash's style of play, because Flash tends to be very solid against, very solid against cheese, and I feel like if Zerg is going to win this map, whoa, I think that might be someone we should recognize. I think that might be Reckrel. I'm not positive.
No.
Shout out to him, if that is. It kind of looks like him. I don't know.
it?
I've never met him in person.
I've never met him either.
Oh well. Anyway, it doesn't
Maybe
matter. Shout out to that white guy, whoever he is. SCV almost going to get taken out here on the front line. He's trying to evacuate to the south. Looks like he is going to escape, but if that is his scouting SCV, he's not going to have a lot of health to do it. That is an awesome, cheerful banner there. Looks like a drone in the meantime going to be boxed out, and it looks like Flash is going to open up, I think, with some sort of mech, because he's got that gas down very, very early, and he still hasn't even produced an SCV. In the meantime, Effort did go for a 12 hatch. He does have that natural expansion building. Flash just now entering is going to be able to spot that out, but once again, yeah, I just feel like this map just is really nice for Flash's playstyle. And as a result, just starting and ending on this map, it's going to be a... Ooh, wow! He managed to sneak the drone in!
Oh
Unbelievable.
my God.
Sees the factory. Beautiful timing.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is amazing. He managed to get the drone in, spot the factory, which is the whole reason why he sent that drone scout at it, so he could try and see if Flash was going mech. For a while there, Flash would always go 1 rack CC every single game versus Zerg, every single map, and it worked, you know, most of the time. So, you know, it's not that bad of a thing. But lately he's been doing some mech and some other stuff, so it's important for Effort to get in there and spot that. And I really need to get some real quick match history in here before the game gets too hot and heavy, because this is a couple different things. First of all, Effort and Flash, you know, Flash is considered the ultimate weapon. He's considered the best person in StarCraft right now, maybe Jaedong, but right now Flash is even more dominant than Jaedong. But he's been showing a little bit of weakness. Flash is known for his versus Zerg as well. Well, he's known for his versus everything, I guess, but he's especially known for being incredibly good versus Zerg, and lately he's been showing a little bit of some vulnerability here. In fact, losing to Effort in the Pro League 4 days ago, or 5 days ago. They played in the Pro League an ace match, or not an ace match, I'm sorry, it was a set 1 of the Pro League, and Effort actually beat him in that match. So Flash has been showing some vulnerability there. Also, this is actually a map that has been bad to him in the past when he was on a huge streak and no one seemed to be able to beat him. He was actually lost to Hune on this map, and I think he lost another versus Zerg on this map as well, just because it has the ability where if you go, for instance, 2 hatch, Spire, like we've seen Effort do in this game, then, well, now he's getting a den down actually because he spotted the mech, but he went for
Really
kind of
late
a
den.
2-hatch build and put on pressure. You can get those mutas in early and put a lot of pressure on the back of this map, and so that's kind of interesting. And he's going for Valkyries! Oh my gosh, Flash is going for Valkyries again. He hasn't had a ton of success with his mech stuff. I really am not sure why he's switched over to doing these mech things lately when he's been so on top of things. Maybe because it is this map. But anyway, point being, this map is not really something that Flash has been, it's not been his best map in general. And he's been showing some vulnerability lately, so this is kind of like the one opportunity. You know, Achilles is just turned and shown his heel, and Effort has an opportunity to strike here. And anyway, so we'll see if he can pull it off, though. But Flash going for Valkyries in Game 1 with some upgrades. Maybe Goliath upgrades might be what he's getting right there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think with going mech, he was a little bit worried about his vulnerability to a 3-hatch Muta attack, which it looks like we are going to be seeing momentarily. He was kind of worried he wouldn't have enough anti-air, because keep in mind, when you open up mech and you don't do any damage to your Zerg opponent, which is what's happened, and oh, that's going to disrupt I don't think there was an Overlord out there, so that's actually going to delay the mutas a little bit, perhaps. Actually, no, I don't think so. Never mind. I take that back. It looks like Effort did have an Overlord that hatched right there in time to continue the production. But anyway, he was weak versus air. He needed something additional to basically protect his base, so now Flash building absolutely everything to deal with these mutalisks. A 4th hatchery planting inside Effort's base. So I think he might follow this up with a lot of Hydralisks as soon as these mutalisks go and just basically put on a lot of harassment, and I like that combo attack. And I feel like Effort's actually in a pretty good position off 2 bases to end this, because Flash is investing very, very, very heavily in anti-air. If the Hydralisks come and support this, if he can keep these mutalisks alive, the combination attack could be absolutely devastating.
Oh, and Flash running in with his Valkyries takes a hit, loses 1 Valkyrie immediately. Flash, what were you doing? I don't know if he knew those units were there, but he just ran headlong into those units. And my video is paused a little bit, so hopefully it'll pick back up in a second. But ran in there and immediately lost 1 Valkyrie, got some hits on the 2nd Valkyrie, and was unable to continue that fight, had to fall back. I cannot see what's going on right now. Do you have video?
Looks like it's actually paused too, and they're saying live, and the little thing's rotating. I'm wondering if this is what happened in the actual match as well. So, let us continue. Oh, no, there it went. Did you hit stop or play anything? Yeah,
No.
so we did in fact have a game error. And it looks like they are waiting, so there was some error actually on stage, which sucks, because
What the
hopefully they got a
flip?
game pause in.
This is this is Flash is cursed apparently to have issues, and my video literally stopped doing anything. The counter was ticking, but I couldn't see anything that was going on, so I didn't see what
They even had
happened.
the little live thing spinning.
Okay, it wasn't even doing it on my video, but maybe it just
And the
stalled.
counter was ticking on my side too. Okay, they're talking it over a little bit, and we'll have to see. I'm going to skip ahead in video and come back to you and see if they actually pick this match back up.
Well, it might get out of sync.
And it looks like, yeah, they're not continuing, so we're going to have to go on, and I do believe there's another video along the line. Doesn't look like they're going to start it till the end of this match, so they're going to have to replay it. Wow. And I feel like Effort was actually in a pretty solid position there, not enough to call it, but that sucks, because he had done everything. He got that, he snuck the drone scout in. Flash is cursed. Unbelievable.
Wow. Well, if in this situation, Effort had a little bit of an advantage. I don't know if it's a curse for Flash in this spot. It's almost like a blessing almost, because it crashed. For those of you that didn't know, Flash versus Jaedong in the MSL finals last season, the power went out on stage. So yeah, they can see Effort's screen now. It's paused. So you're saying that they're not gonna repick it up the game for the rest of this this VOD?
Yeah, so let's move on to the next VOD, which should be the actual game one.
All right. Well,
thanks for listening, guys. Bear with us through OSL technical errors once again.
Yeah, I guess we got
game one incoming once again.
We got we got 12 minutes to give introduction for the game, I guess, and now we're gonna move on to that. But yeah, just real quick before we do cut off the VOD, since we got plenty of video to work with. Yeah, Flash versus Jaedong, the power went out on stage. Right towards it was towards the end of the game. Flash was actually on the ropes and was probably gonna lose when the power went out. So in this situation, power or something screwing up also, while there was an advantage to the Zerg player. So very interesting and kind of random. And it's funny because everyone made fun of the MSL because they're like, haha, MSL is so ghetto, power goes out. But here we have some tech difficulties in the OSL Grand Finals as well. That's what happens when you have your Grand Finals in a hangar, though. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll wrap it up and
all right, moving on
move on to the actual game one, which I'll probably name
game one.
Part 2.
Weird. All right, hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for listening. On to game one, part 2.